Coach, we're a couple games into the year. This week you welcome number 6 Tennessee Southern, another top 10 program for you. Just kind of give me your general thoughts on playing them at home.
Yeah, excited to bring a top quality side to Alexandria. Obviously it's a big game for us. Start the season, obviously tough result against William Carey. I think we had a better day on Saturday, so just trying to continue to build. It's always exciting and to test yourself against a top opposition, and I think we're in a good space right now to go and give Tennessee Southern a big battle. Obviously they're a top side, they got some good players, good coaching staff, so I think it's going to be a very exciting game. It's a great advertisement for women's soccer in the area as well.
When we look at that, that'll be your last home game for a few. Obviously, you mentioned that tough start to the season. What are you looking to get out of that game against Tennessee Southern?
Yeah, still focusing on ourselves. I think that's the big thing. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure to try and get results early in the season and things like that. But I think the main thing for us is to continue to focus on ourselves. This is game 4 of a brand new team. And I think that sometimes that gets lost in the idea of regular season. The season comes very quickly here. Typically you'll have 4 or 5 preseason games before you get into those regular season games. So obviously it comes a little bit quicker, but we also have to understand and meet our players where they're at. We're moving in the right direction. I think that there was a lot of positives out of Saturday, but we want to put in a better performance for longer periods of play on Wednesday. So that's the ultimate goal for us.
After Tennessee Southern, you crossed into the Lone Star State for a pair of matches against Texas Wesleyan and then Nelson on Labor Day. First long road trip of the year. We'll start with Texas Wesleyan. What are you expecting against them?
Yeah, I think that those 2 games are going to come at a great time. I think they're 2 good programs to face for your first away games. Obviously they'll give us a good battle, which is something that is important. Also, it's nice to get the first away trip in. I think typically the team doesn't fully settle or gel together until you get that first road trip. Staying in a hotel, getting to experience a fun city like Dallas. I think that will help bring the squad together a little bit more. But yeah, two big games that we'll want to go in and get 2 results. I think it's important to learn how to travel, learn how to pick up results when you're on the road, and that's why we've scheduled Texas Wesleyan and Nelson. It's a good away trip for us to go and kind of see what traveling as a team looks like for these overnight trips, because obviously we got some long away trips in conference. We got to go to San Antonio for 4 days, and this trip somewhat replicates what that will look like for us.
Not just traveling out there, but also playing 2 games in 3 days.
Yeah.
That is what the conference schedule is.
Yeah.
Up until this point, you've kind of had breaks in between William Carey and then Mobile. So how important is it for them, for these younger players, these newer players, to get out there and experience that?
Yeah, it's vitally important, because obviously playing 2 games in the space of 72 hours is tough. And players need to, obviously we'll do our best to help them recover and get them ready for the games and things like that, but players also need to take responsibility in how they prep for a game. So having that experience of seeing what 2 games in such a short period of time looks like and how their body will react, it's about them learning about how much sleep they need, how much food they need to take in, water, all that good stuff. So I think, as I said, I think it's a great replication, great opportunity for us to replicate what a Red River away conference trip looks like. So I'm excited. I know the girls are excited, and it's a big week, 3 games this week, but we'll be ready for it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.